Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I believe I've just dealt the final blow to the final boss of Trails in the Sky first chapter. I hope. I hope there's not a secret final boss that's gonna kick my ass. But, the volume is a bit low because I was listening to something else to help myself cope through this very tough battle. So I apologize if everything's a bit, muted. I'll try to remedy that in editing, but I can't promise pure excellence. Did we beat it? Yeah. Or at least none of the parts are moving anymore. The Ring Guardian. Seems like its goal was to destroy this facility. To destroy the seat of the Oriole. When the Oriole was sealed, it was sealed along with it. Disabled, but set to be reactivated if anyone tried to take the artifact. Maybe the ancients were in dispute of the Oriole themselves. But where is it then? What? How is it still able to move? This is unreal. Joshua! Estelle! Huh? Not a chance. Colonel? I'll deal with this. Get out of here, now. But you barely survived fighting this thing the last time. I'm still ready for combat. I can buy you some time at least. Man, if only this were an action RPG, then I could do those moves instead of, dying on the inside because of turn-based combat. Wow. He really did learn his techniques from Dad. What are you doing? Go! Now! Colonel, what should we do? Shut up and go! My fate was sealed when I lost my fight with you. No. Don't worry about it. My plan may have ended in failure. But if I can help you, perhaps that will be repentance enough. Such a pity. If you think of this as a hopeless battle, then that's exactly what it will be. Have you forgotten everything I taught you? And he appears out of nowhere, the legendary hero Cassius Bright. It can't be. Now, finish him off! No! What are you doing? I'm gonna kill myself. Again, I'm sorry that the volume is a little low. Okay, what's his health? 5,000. And everybody's at full S. Okay, this is an automatic win, I think. Go for it, people. They wouldn't have, revived Joshua to 1 health if this was a real battle. Would they have?
Let me show you the true essence of beauty. Take that. You're finished.
I don't know if Sever would be better for individual damage or if Black Fang does the job. It's funny because I finished the last fight with Estelle's Barrage. I thought that was thematically appropriate. Please die this time, please. Come on. I know you're like an ancient technological beast, but please. Come on. We won. Thank you for your help, everyone. The title screen theme is playing in the background. Estelle, Joshua, I'm home. It's been quite a while. Dad? You still got a long way to go, but I can see that your training has paid off. I suppose I'll give you a passing grade, this time. Enough! Don't give me that! What are you even doing here? What indeed? Perhaps I just wanted to see the ending. What do you mean by ending? I see you're just as cheerful as ever, Dad. Well, you look like you've gotten taller. Has looking after Estelle been as difficult as I think it has? What's that supposed to mean? Depends on the day, really. But to be fair, she looks out for me too. It balances out. Good, good. It sounds like it's been a worthwhile journey. It's quite a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cassius Bright. My name is Olivier. I am a traveling musician from the Empire. Is that so? When time permits, I should like to discuss a few things with you. In the meantime, please know that you have my thanks for assisting my son and daughter. Think nothing of it. It's been a worthwhile pursuit. Nevertheless, I am impressed by your skill. It is rare that one gets to watch a living legend at work. Well, I'm still working on it myself. Hello, sir. I extend to you a belated welcome home. We've been very anxiously awaiting your arrival. Forgive me, Zane. I'm so sorry to have called you all the way from the Republic. I just had a feeling something big was going to happen, and wanted to make sure Liberal was ready for it. It was no trouble, sir. After all, now we're even, right? And thanks to your request, I got to meet your kids, and see just how skilled they really are. All in all, I had fun. I'm relieved to hear you say that. This really isn't the time for chit-chat. I swear, you just pop out of nowhere in just the right moment to make the most dramatic entrance you can. Well, it seems like everything's back to normal. Professor, there you are. You're a bit late to the party, though, I'm afraid. Well, after you went on ahead, we were surrounded by a horde of those mechanized monsters. We managed to keep them at bay somehow or another, though, and here we are. In any case, it seems like all affairs have been set in order. Yes. Much remains to be done, but this, at least, has been resolved. But isn't the Intelligence Division's battalion getting close to the castle by now? No doubt, along with patrol ships. Dad, did you check out the situation on the surface before coming down here? Yes, and you've no need to worry about that. General Morgan said that he has the situation under control. And with Sid's help, this craziness will be quelled in no time. What? I see. See, you took care of them on your way here, then. So, you're awake. We'd placed General Morgan under strict observation. Sid couldn't risk defying us because we held his family hostage. Yet you freed both from their grasp. I suppose I did. However, Richard, that's about all I've done. Even had I not returned, they would have been able to handle it themselves. No, you're wrong. You're a hero. You left the military. Left all of us. What were we supposed to do? I didn't think we could survive another invasion. So, I had to find something else we could rely on. If you had stayed in the service, it never would have come to this. Stop being such a child, Richard. You're the one who made the mistake of never letting go of the delusions you had about me. For all your schemes, why could you never stand on your own 2 feet? I thought it would be okay to retire. I thought I could comfortably leave the army in your care. Colonel, I'm not an icon to be hailed. A decade ago, you and General Morgan helped me, and we were victorious. But I'm no more than a man who's run away from reality without protecting the things that are important to him. Dad. But I have no intention of running anymore. That's why I expect the same from you, Richard. I want you to think about this whole mess. Think about what you did wrong, and how you can atone for it. You'll have plenty of time, believe me. And so the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat was thwarted. General Morgan and Major Sid organized the military authorities to keep the chaos to a minimum, and the conspirators in the Intelligence Division were arrested one by one. 1 week later, Estelle and Joshua Bright. In honor of your recent work, the Gransel branch of the Bracer Guild has prepared you a letter of recommendation. Take it with our blessing. Yes, sir. With this, you now have 5 such letters, I believe. Sir Cassius, if you will do the honors. I will. Estelle and Joshua Bright. In accordance with the rules of the guild, this will qualify you both to become full-fledged bracers. Present your letters of recommendation. Yes, sir. By all means, please verify their authenticity. The Roland, Bose, Rouen, Zeiss, and Gransel branches. I've now confirmed the authenticity of all 5 signatures. The final rank, Junior Bracer Rank 3. I can truly say that your apprenticeship was a success. In Idios' name, and by the seal of the Bracer Guild, both of you are promoted to full-fledged bracers. Take your emblems, you two. Yes, sir. Congratulations, guys. Hey, those emblems look good on you. I have to admit, you two did good. But just this once. Thanks, everyone. We never would have reached this point without everyone's help. Your true careers as bracers start now. Bear that in mind. I understand. We'll be even more dedicated. Now, I hate to break up such a happy occasion, but I'm afraid I do have some unfortunate news that I must tell all of you. What's that? Today marks the final day of Cassius Bright's membership with the Bracer Guild. He is going to be returning to active duty within the Royal Army. What? Really? Since I've been away for so long, I feel bad bringing this up so suddenly. But the chaos that has resulted from the attempted coup must be quelled. Ugh. I cannot read today. I was not prepared to read, but I really wanted to finish the game today. The military needs major reorganization to deal with the damage that the intelligence division caused. I plan to help out with that. Oh, I get it. Since bracers can't be soldiers. Hey, did you higher ranks already know about this? Yes, he already discussed it with us. It is discouraging, but we can never truly become independent if we always lean on those more experienced. And hey, think of it as less competition. Now that Cassius is out, maybe you can take this top spot. Eventually. I suppose that's true. This means that we're going to be really busy, though. Well, you do have 2 new full-fledged bracers on hand now. You can work them like dogs instead of me. Dad, I guess our lives are about to get pretty hectic, eh? I swear, first chance I get, I'm gonna up the volume. Jeez, Dad. Can you at least stay with us until the end of the birthday celebration? I'm sorry, but there's a war council starting immediately. Colonel Richard may be in custody, but there's plenty of his special ops cohort still at large. Captain Amalthea is also hiding somewhere in the underground ruins. And if that weren't enough, it looks like those sky bandits ran off in all the confusion. We have to stay on guard so they don't cause any trouble during the festival. Those guys are just a constant pain in the ass. Either way, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. The increased security is just for peace of mind. The real issue is that we really don't know the significance of what happened underground. We can only guess at what effect breaking that seal will have. And what the purpose of the aureole is. That's a puzzle that absolutely must be solved. Yeah, I guess you're right. And it doesn't sound like Colonel Richard's memory can be trusted. Yes, just like Kurt, he seems to have missing memories. Even so, the search team was able to confirm one thing. We now know where the Black Orbment came from. Really? You know who made it? Not quite, but we do know who's responsible for introducing it to the Intelligence Division. Commander of the Special Ops, 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Well, he's gonna be a boss in the 2nd chapter for sure, then. Him. He gave it to Richard shortly after he was recruited for the Intelligence Division. And coincidentally, that would be about the same time Richard planned his coup. We need to find out everything about Lawrence that we can. He always did seem strange. I guess we were lucky that we actually got a good look at his face, huh? If you want, I can try drawing you a picture of him. That would be appreciated. I have to admit, though, that I don't have the utmost faith in your artistic skills. Maybe I should ask Sherazade or Her Majesty. That's not nice. Estelle, you actually saw Lawrence's face? What, I didn't tell you? He took his helmet off when we fought him on the terrace in the Royal Keep. He looked around 20, maybe older, with ash blonde hair. He had some seriously creepy eyes, too, let me tell you. Ugh, they were so cold, but it was like they were on fire at the same time. He told the Queen, "You are hardly qualified to feel pity for me." Hardly qualified. Joshua? Your eyes are looking a little creepy now too, Joshua. Something on your mind? How about you let us handle the cleanup here and go have fun at the festival? Okay, you're right. Awesome, let's go live it up. Oh, right. Are we going to be sleeping at the castle tonight? Yes, Her Majesty was kind enough to let me use 2 of the guest rooms in the eastern wing. Joshua and I will be on the right, you and Shara on the left. Me and Shara? Together? You don't like that setup? Okay, how about me and you in one room, Joshua and Shara in the other? Just imagine, all that time for you to fawn over me and wait on me, and tell me how much you missed me. I'll bunk with Shara. I suspected as much. Alright then, I'll see you kids tonight. You know, it wouldn't be a big deal for you to share a room with him. I mean, it has been a long time since you last saw him. Didn't you have a lot of stuff about your mom that you wanted to talk to him about? Yeah, but I don't much like the idea of you and Shara in the same room either. Huh? Nothing. Let's go and look around. The town's decked out with some pretty cool festival exclusive shops, you know? Well, we certainly can't let those pass us by now, can we? And if we get tired, there's a rest area in the east block. Behind the stores, right? We should make that our last stop then. Sweet, control. Alright, cranking it up. There we go. I like how it shows you the default position for the sound. Once again, I'm sorry about that little, nitpick there. It's just that when you're in battle, or when you're in a cutscene, control is being weird. When you're in battle or when you're in a cutscene, then you can't change anything. Which is understandable. This is West Block. Let's check out the shops. See if they have any New Game Plus material. Nope. Wow, that's a lot of Sepith. Queen Alicia and Princess Claudia were so radiant. I'm glad Her Majesty has gotten better. The kingdom can rest easy now. Okay, now I'm really worried that there's like a secret final boss. With the town spirits up, so too are my customer numbers. During the birthday celebration, my sales increased by a factor of 5. I'm so glad Her Majesty has recovered from her illness. Why am I here? I honestly don't know. I wonder if there's anything new at the Bracer Guild. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. We don't have any new assignments today. You two may feel free to go on and out and enjoy your date. Date? Who's on a date? We're so not dating yet. Yet? At all. I meant at all. The Royal Army will be out in force during the festivities, but the other braces should be around as well. Check the bars, shops, and inns. Be sure to find them. Alright. Good to know. Hey, you two. Zane. So what's your next move? Back to the Republic? I'm in no rush. There doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad that I absolutely have to be there for it. Besides, this country is full of fine opponents from your Bracer Guild. As long as I'm here, it would be a waste to leave without testing my mettle some more. Fine opponents? Who'd you have in mind? For starters, you've got Agate, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention your Silver Streak, Charizard. And who could forget the champions of this year's martial arts competition? Perhaps you're the strongest of them all. Aw, Zane, that's so sweet. But don't think it means I'll go any easier on you. And don't you hold back on us. It's on, man. She doesn't speak for both of us. Feel free to hold back if you'd like. In fact, I might even prefer it. Martial arts tournament. Could be a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zane the Immovable made an appearance there, why don't you try to get in next year, Agate? Maybe. It might be nice, but it's become such a circus. And I don't like doing tricks for a crowd. Well, whatever floats your boat. I'm surprised Olivier isn't at the piano. Welcome back, brave heroes. Grant, you guys are amazing. Better than any junior bracers I've met, that's for damn sure. Yay us. We couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my butt in there, so I'm not exactly solo heroine material. You guys are something else. Guess this makes us partners. Here's to us. You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I'd say you two are already fine, full-fledged bracers. But never forget, these are only the first steps in your career. Thank you, sir. So, Kurt, are you feeling any better? I'm fine, just fine. I remember just about everything, except the identity of the bastard who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece. How convenient, isn't it? I believe there was a bar on the west block. Let's skedaddle on over there. What the hell? Messengers don't get up for the Queen's birthday celebration. The service industry sucks. I guess you're on your way to deliver something? Aw, they're the grandfather and granddaughter sharing a coffee. Ah, dear me. I'm much too old to be living on the lam. Were you okay being left on your own with Agate? Absolutely fine. He was very courteous and mindful of my needs. He even made sure to plan our daily routes so as not to wear me down too much. I haven't any complaints about Agate at all. Oh. He's no Cassius, of course, but I'm still grateful to him. Estelle, Joshua. Wow, Tita, you look happy. Grandpa promised me we could have ice cream. Ooh, ice cream. Ice cream is good. You bet it is. I asked Agate to come too, but he said he didn't want to. Agate eating ice cream. I'd pay good money to see that. I bet he'd like it if you tried it, though. Connor, I don't know you. Should we hit up Niall? Is Niall even here? I was shocked when I heard Colonel Richard had tried to stage a coup d'etat. I'm just glad it was stopped before it actually got started. And that's all thanks to the Royal Guard and the Bracers. Yay, it's Estelle and Joshua! You know, Niall was telling me something interesting. He said the story is going to win us the Pulitzer Prize. The what now? Don't you mean the You want to get sued? The Pulitzer is an annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. There's no higher honor for any reporter. Well, good for you then, I guess. It's actually all thanks to you two. You're my whole story. Joshua, Estelle, great job. Our special coup edition has been flying out the stands. There's a ton of buzz right now about your little stunt. Sorry I couldn't get you guys some fame from it. The guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career, you guys. You did real good. This is putting a big smile on my face. The victory lap of the game. Is anyone at the church? Sister Noah. Estelle, Joshua, how goes it? Hey Julia, fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was very kind to me when I took asylum here. I wanted to thank him and keep him up to date on the current situation as well. Okay, that makes sense. And I wanted to thank the both of you too. You're the reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the Princess. If you hadn't been there, well, at any rate, you have our sincerest gratitude. Don't thank us, it was a group effort. Give a little, take a little, you know? Besides, we wanted to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did. So it's win-win. Her Majesty's safe and everybody's happy. I suppose that's true. But thank you, nonetheless. Now, North Block next, yes? And then East Blocked. East Blocked? East Block. Still can't talk. Hey, nice. Oh, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans have come to the capital as school representatives. Estelle, Joshua. Jill? Long time no see. I heard about your adventures from Chloe. Sounds like you guys have been busy. Ruby Knight Julius indeed. Hey, Joshua. Hans, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here? All this time and that's your first question out of your mouth? Did you know how lonely all my nights have been? Do you? I never forgot you, Joshua. I came running all the way to the capital to see you. But where's the princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Damn straight. Looks like you've been through a lot. But you seem as full of energy as ever, thankfully. Next time you're in Rouen, be sure to stop by the school, okay? Estelle, Joshua. Oh, Chloe, there you are. Yeah, I heard that Jill and Hans were here. So I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. You sure do know how to act unprincessy. But of course. And I wanted to thank you, too. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn. Us? Nah, it's all totally you. We learned a whole bunch just from being around you. You taught us all about kindness and courtesy and strength of spirit and all that other junk. Not that it's actually junk. I'm so bad at this. What I'm trying to say is, that's what friends do. So believe me, no thanks are necessary. Estelle, I'm so glad to see you again. I gotta admit, Estelle would be a good friend. No matter how abrasive she may be, she's always had a kind heart. Is nobody in the hotel rooms? Alright. So that's the inn, that's the bar. Now to the East Block, yes? I'm anxious to finish this game, to see the credits. I just want to see the credits. That's all I want. And this is where the frame rate dies. Wow. Ah, department store. People are sure to be in here, right? Welcome. Take advantage of our birthday celebration memorial sale now. Want to know more? Just ask. I usually don't shop in places like this. Sherazade and Annalise won't stop going on and on about it though, so I had to check it out. Well, hello there. What you doing, Shara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip after all. I don't get much of a chance these days. When I was little, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right. When your dad was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. You know, once we get back to Roland, what say we do a little shopping together, for old time's sake? I can buy you an outfit, as well as a congratulatory gift. Really? I'd love to. It's a date then. Annalise. Hey, why so serious? It's just, this is the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. But you two really do a nice job of covering one another, if you know what I mean. Well, we're around each other all the time, so we've gotten pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hello? Anybody home up there? Read between the lines, you doofus. Guess I just gotta come out and say it. Annalise leaned in close and whispered into Estelle's ear. I think you two make a very cute couple. What? Don't be embarrassed. It's plain to see with the way you look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cute boyfriend like him. Something wrong, ladies? Oh, it's adorable. Apparently someone mentioned in passing on a forum that this relationship really goes somewhere. So I'm happy for them. Even though some might think it weird that they think of each other as family and then they go on to, like, you know, do a relationship. Some might think that's weird. But hey, all is well that ends well. Right? Or am I like a pervert for saying that? There's a rest area in the East Block, yeah? It's the park, right? Okay, we finally made it to the rest area. You look pretty tired. You want to sit down and take a break for a little bit? Well, I'm glad I talked to all those people. Walking all over the place like that can really take it out of you. Glad we can get off our feet for a minute then. For the moment at least, Granson seems like it's genuinely at peace. You really think so? I'm just glad that we can leave it all up to Dad and everyone else, at least for today. Of course, I really think that it should be his responsibility to begin with, since he showed up so late. I suppose so. Maybe it's just part of his nature. Oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out, we're actually full of bracers now. Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch. We can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed and requests help, we'll just take an airline to get there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. Excuse me a sec. You know that feeling when you think you have to sneeze, but then you don't? But then you regret not sneezing because it comes later? It's always a weird feeling. And it means I'll never have to hear Dad going on about how it worries him when you're not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Huh? Oh, would I just get on your nerves? No, nothing like that. But what do you mean by stay with me? Just that we know each other so well, and we can practically read each other's minds. I think we make a good team, and I hate to break it up. Oh, you mean like for bracer business? And here I was thinking you were going to tell me your big confession or something. What? Ah! Nothing, forget I said anything. Estelle, what was that all? Boy, it sure is hot out today, huh? There's nothing to beat hot weather like ice cream, huh? I'll even treat, so you wait right here. Oh. So I don't think there's an ice cream stand over that way. I wonder if she... Nah, there's no way. My, but I do envy your youth sometimes. What are you doing here? Professor Alba, why did the music stop? It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive at the most in peaceful times. Oh, is something the matter? You look a bit pale. I would have thought you'd generally be in better spirits now that you've attained full bracer status. Speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. Are his eyes orange? Or red? I can't tell. So long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Ever since we first met, you always made me really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now, but I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh? And in all the cases we've dealt with, there have been people who just forget things. You're always there investigating, no matter where we've gone. Your timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands, and you were right there with him. Professor Alba, was it you? Impressive. Even with your cognizance and recollection being puppeteered, you were still able to piece it all together. Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confusion. You're... So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into that empty vessel. You have the power to twist the minds and memories of men. The 7 snake apostles. The Anguis. You're one of them. Weissman the Faceless. I've not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer. No. 13. The Black Fang. Joshua Estray. Hey, Black Fang is his S-craft. Ooh. Hugh. You were behind all of this. Which means that Lieutenant Lawrence has to be. It is as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm not surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm sure he'd be pleased to know you were thinking of him. So you here to finish me off? No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went off without a hitch. Since I have a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase? The seal in the old ruins? The gate which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. And already there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is the Shining Ring? And what is your little society after? If you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain that you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. We can get you back into fighting form. Please, spare me your withering looks. I do understand that you have a family now, whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, to say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so I've come here to see you. I came to offer you true freedom from our association, as thanks for the integral role you so perfectly played. Which means that I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I am most grateful for the work you've done over the past 5 years. What? Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you at hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you. What kind of bullshit are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, pardon me. I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. What? The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were given a loving home, and while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you'd tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports on the movements of the Bracer Guild, as well as your intel on one Cassius Bright. But of course, you wouldn't remember having done things such as that. You were not yourself at the time. Ooh, that's a different sprite. I have not seen that before. Ooh. Cassius Bright, S-ranked Bracer. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. We felt certain he would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we finally devised a plan that would lead him out of the country, and out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been of inestimable help. No, you're lying. You have to be lying. Oh, that time I spent with Estelle. Why are you so sad? Has your feigned ignorance not earned you a beloved family, as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, they will never know. However, it is the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fellow. Since your fellow members of the Bright household are such good people, perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. However much you may model your behavior after a normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed. Your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength and reflexes, better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. You are my greatest creation, my human weapon. That is who and what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you'll always welcome to return to the Grandmaster Society of Souls, back to Ouroboros. Is this my punishment? My sister and Loe. What do I do? I don't know how to face him after all that, but I've kept him waiting for way too long. It's getting late, too. I'm such an idiot. I need to learn how to think before I open my mouth. I wonder if Joshua's figuring me out. Gotta cool down. I feel like I'm stuck in perma-blush mode. Ah, Estelle. I thought I might find you around here somewhere. Hi, Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here. Indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to full bracer status. Hey, thanks. Huh? Is something wrong? I don't know. Something just seems different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you've got me. To tell the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say that's put me in a good mood. Hey, that's awesome! Oh, sorry. The ice cream's going to melt, so I better get going. I'll see you later. I see. Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun. Hey, sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there, but I've returned with our valuable loot. Cool. Thanks. Now we can eat like kings. Yeah. So, about earlier. Yeah, I want to apologize for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. It just wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know? Oh, sure. I didn't really mind so much. Well, when I gave some more thought, it seemed kind of silly to try and rush things. We may be full bracers now, but that just means we have to do different work to focus on. We might have to really consider our future prospects. Right. If we get married, we'll have to think about raising children. I've got to stop getting so far ahead of myself. Well, it's evening already, so why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? Everyone's probably waiting for us. Hey, Joshua. What is it? Did you have something you wanted to discuss about the future? No, what would give you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle. His speech is a lot more consistent and very formulaic. It's clear that he has changed fundamentally. Regaining memories cannot be the most pleasant experience, can it? What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara. Do you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was as calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Haha. I see. I get it. Get what? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell? It's pretty obvious. Sorry, hun. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No. Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. It's a wonder how you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big Sister is always ready to begin your education in love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical that you start picking up on feelings for each other. Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like such a petty reason for that kind of thing. Guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. This isn't like me at all. You're the proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. Shara. I don't want to lecture you, or talk about this with you if you're not ready. But if you are, then what say we have ourselves some girl talk, Would it help if I told your fortune? Yeah, okay. I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay. Alright, time for your lesson, my protege. Oh, Estelle, Big Sister is moved to tears. On second thoughts, never mind. But thank you, I do feel a little better. I'm gonna go see Joshua for a little bit. Oh? You're going to tell him? Not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him. I want to see what that's about first. Aww. Well, you do seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can even just have a nice, calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, I'll see you later. So is this going to be one long cutscene or what? Because it's going on 45 minutes and I don't want to waste time. Young love. They'll probably be fine. Just give me a second here. Huh? They're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. But where's Joshua? Joshua? Ah, he's out playing somewhere then. Garden terrace. Which way was the garden terrace? Oh, right, up. Stupid me. Hey, Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah, there's that song again. The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot, but this song and this harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. Joshua. Okay. This may take a while. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others without a single redeeming trait. But he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day, something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. "I will heal the boy's heart for you," he said. "Provided, of course, I am compensated." And so the boy was given over into the magician's care. As he attempted to piece the broken heart back together, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished. And so, the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throat of a national cabinet minister who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and the name struck fear into the hearts of men. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen and nation from the threat of an invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land. But the target was just too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill. And so the boy was taken to the man's house, where he met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams. But all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near when reality could be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening. Was all that real? Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes that he may keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he has led. What? That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore, but I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years, yet I can't think of anything better. Stop it. Huh? I said stop it! Stop talking about it like it's a dream. You make it sound like nothing that happened was even real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken? What does that even mean? Estelle? Look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy. In good times and bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard he'd keep holding on. Joshua, I love you. You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you. Estelle. Huh? Oh. Joshua. What was that? It's so bitter. It's just a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry, there are no side effects. Why? Why did you... My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest, and the most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes, I think it would have been better if we'd never met. No. But this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from a girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. But I want you to know that I will always be thinking of you. Joshua. Joshua. Thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I have always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. Oh boy. I'm sorry for going for so long, but this ending is very captivating. I'll shut up and let the credits play.
君の影星のように朝に溶けて消えてゆく行き先をなくしたまま思いは溢れてくる強さにも弱さにもこの心は向き合
Well, New Game Plus. Bet your ass I want to do that. Is this a different movie? I don't think I've seen this movie before. Well, looks like that's the end. After a full year, I've completed this game. If you're just here for the game, thanks for watching. Buy it. No, honestly, Nihon Falcon deserves your money. Honestly, go buy it. This cost me $10. I would have paid like 30 or 40. What a fantastically captivating experience from not from beginning to end. There were some very, very slow moments in there, but I enjoyed the slow moments too. They're like good character development. If you're just here for the game, now's your time to go, because I'm gonna rant for a little bit about myself and maybe this channel. I'm just gonna put the controller down. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another. Why'd I clap? I'll see you elsewhere. Toodaloo. Now, for those of you who are still here, I can't thank you enough for persevering through this LP. It's taken. I've learned quite a bit from this LP. The chief of which is not to go into a 50-hour JRPG blind, and I've discovered that blind LPs are not really my thing, because while genuine and first-time reactions are like a big hit on YouTube, it's just I don't enjoy going into something blind and commentating over it. I just don't enjoy that. I think like that's why my Drakengard and Nier LPs were my favorites over the Drakengard 2 and 3. I think going through the game again, you see different things and you're able to commentate on the things you've seen before. So, no more blind LPs until I know what I'm getting into. No more blind LPs at all, actually. Like, I'm also gonna do shorter videos, like 10-minute stuff, maybe rants, maybe like, you know, scripted videos, so I can show off my my writing ability. But yeah, stuff like Danganronpa, that's suited for a blind LP. Stuff like this, you really have to enjoy it and you really have to get into it, and it should be experienced on your own, so you can really immerse yourself in the world. Danganronpa is a story, it's told to you. This, you attach yourself to the story. I'm not even sure what I'm saying anymore. I just wanted to say something to close off this LP. Well, good news is, I've got a PS4 now, so my recording opportunities have been expanded. I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do LPs of, like, you know, Bloodborne or stuff like that. Like, if I do decide to do PS4 games, it'll be stuff I really, really care about and I really, really want to do. I'm thinking of like comparing 2002 Ratchet & Clank to the new one, even though Ratchet & Clank's been out for like a year or something. Yeah, so yeah, I had so many thoughts swirling in my mind the last few moments of this game, but it's all slipping away. I wanted to say so much, but I can't call it to mind. I'm feeling anxious now. It's like, if you're still here, why are you still here, honestly? But yeah, it's been a very long ride. Don't expect me to do second chapter for a long time. If you're expecting me to LP second chapter, do not expect that, because I do plan to play it on my own, but I'm not sure I'm up for, I'm not sure I have the fortitude for another, you know, 80-part Let's Play. Especially one with a lot of reading, and a lot of voices, and a lot of characters. This was fun, I enjoyed this, not as much as I would have if I played the game on my own or LP to second playthrough, to be honest. Oof. Yeah, so this was Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky First Chapter. It's available on Steam and the PSP. You can also play it on Vita through the PlayStation Store, you can download it for about $20. It goes on sale on Steam for $10, so be sure to capitalize on that if you can. Give Neon Falcon your money, because they deserve it. They make quality games. Honestly. I've been going for an hour now. Yeah, but second chapter is also available on Steam and the PSP, and through the Vita, through digital download, for $30. Please be sure to pick that up. From the Steam page, I saw all the reviews had like 100-hour plus play times, and that's kind of daunting. I don't think I'll be able to pull off an LP of that magnitude. So yeah, just do not expect second chapter. This was an experience, and I've learned from this experience. It was a fun experience, but I've learned not to delve into such experiences with ignorance. Yeah. Well, that'll be the end of this Let's Play. Thank you very much for watching, if you're still here. I've been ranting and ranting for like 4 minutes now. It's like, I'm crazy, dude. Please buy this game. Honestly, if you have money to spare, just experience this game for yourself, because I promise you it is well worth it, if not for the character dialogue and story on its own. Because these characters are extremely memorable, and they're well developed, and they're well written, and props to the localization team, by the way. It seems crazy to me that 3 people were in charge, or were credited with translating the text into English. For a game of this density and breadth, that's crazy to me. I have to end it sometime. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you elsewhere. Toodaloo.